Good afternoon and welcome to today's qualifying session for the Canadian Grand Prix, where at the moment Crawley looks pretty dry, but it's believed that there might be rain coming later in the race. So could be interesting to see what setups people go with here, maybe a few wet setups, as we will take you for a lap of the Canadian circuits as we go on board with Triart. Very quick driver on his day. Little snap there, and you know, he is a very, very good race driver. He doesn't turn up too much to these races anymore, but when he does, he's very, very quick. One of the quickest drivers in the tier. Can he bring the fight to Blade? Needs to be careful not to invalidate there. All the champions, that will catch a few people out today. And on for lap. Now, turn one, this little chicane section. Heavy braking here to the left. Try not to cut that too much. And now into this slow hairpin. And now this infamous corner. Oh, there's already someone off there. Mercedes. And in this corner, this is where Sebastian Vettel cut the corner a bit too much in 2019. And got a 5-second time penalty for it. Pushed Hamilton in the wall. Deserved or not, you tell me. And then we're coming to this sort of section here. A lot of these. Not really good overtaking spots, but you can gain loads of time. And it's the DRS section here. Not really an overtaking space here, unless you are very, very quick. And you'll see loads of people cutting that corner there as they brake a bit too late. Now here, very good overtaking space. One of the heaviest braking turns in Canada. You've got to try and accelerate straight into the wall. This little bump there as well. Beware of that. That's basically a turn. Kai just got a 5-place grid penalty with Tallow. I can't imagine Tallow will be happy about that. And as you see, he's about to finish that. Cornell does a 1:10.6. And here we go. Through the chicane and past the wall of champions. It's a long straight, you know. The finish line isn't till the end of the straight, which is unlike most strats. And as you see, a 10.2 is the first lap. Blade only gets a 10.3. So what has Blade done in his lap? I'm going to assume he's sandbagging the moment. Whereas we see the Alfa Romeo cluster coming, it's about 3 seconds down. He must have gone out really early. And we've got Ferrari coming across of Throne Globe. Again, each always seems to be reserving in these tiers. And nearly cut the corner there. Not really expected to compete, but it's Canada. If it's wet weather, you never know. 1:12, so about 2 seconds off the leaders, but it could be worse. Now we've got the Bassman, who invalidated his lap, and will he ever try again? He's going to have another try again. Yellow flag sector 3, that's just the Ferrari of Throne Globe going a bit slow on his in-lap. And there's Red Bull going slow there as well. A few still in the pits, a few of the bottom 6 are still in the pits. Mixers invalidated, Bassman, and we've got a few in Inters as well. So, TV8 Dylan is on the Inters. And my brother thinks that's really funny, which it is. Okay, it's coincidence. And that's an interesting line through that corner there. So the top 3 coming into the pits. And we're not going to have much action. Tallow's also in the pit. So, like Gollum, is he going to go in the pits? Ooh, let's build on a throttle. That's interesting. Cornell's on an outlap again. He's aggressive at the moment. He's all his tyres up if he's not careful. Now, but yeah, this corner, easy to get one, easy to cut. There's a car there. That is Mixer, I believe. Must have had some sort of incident. And we're going to check. I think his front wing's still there. Yeah, so it's clearly just his running. So it's a bit of a, you know, dead period on track at the moment. There's like Gollum's entire queue behind him. TV8 Dylan being one of those cars. The other is Tom, very quick as we all know, and loves this circuit. Maybe he can bag her in today. Who is going to take the fight to Blade? That is going to be a question on everyone's mind. So if you need to go down a bit later. Now, Tom is clearly on an outlap, so going slow. I was invalidated, so that'd be why then. The Bassman then He's on, he's on a hot lap here. Can he go any better? This chicane, this hairpin, very tight. And obviously the scene of a rather spectacular crash on Kubica in 2008 or 7. I can't remember what year it was, but it was one of those years. Now we go through the chicane, try not to hit the wall of champions. Lovely shot there. And I don't think that's going to set any times alight there. 1:12. PBA Dillon's 1 second slower with the inters, so maybe it's inter. Maybe it's on the hards. We've got to put the inters on this race. I will not be messed up. So Cornell's 3 seconds on his time. Blades in the garage instead of Tria. Tom is now on a lap. Probably only notable driver on that. Batsman's staying out for quite a bit. He's staying out for 4 laps on the medium, so who knows what strat he's doing. Lowe's trying to get some rubber in his tyres. Now, how's his sector times looking on his previous best? I can't tell the sector times are like his best or... Oh! I think he hit the wall there. And that would be damage for Tom there. Is he going to abandon his lap? Purple sector 2. How's a turn in here? It looks pretty good. He could still carry on, you know. Damage doesn't look too bad, but he definitely did hit the wall there. And is he going to come in the bits? He's going to take it. Very fast. Oh! And he's hit the wall again. Might be some lag involved there. I very much doubt Tom's got away with that without DNFing and the speed he hit that wall there. And now we got another Ferrari. Oscar is on an outlap. And it has invalidated the outlap. As a matter of fact. Mixer is also on an outlap. Same with Dillon. Well, Dillon's on outlap. He's now on the softs. Oh, yeah, Dillon's on an outlap. Kaiser and Cornell goes fastest. Very quick driver, as we saw last race. Can Arjun challenge those ahead of him? Just needs to get a time on the board. 11.6. Again, lower, not the times we expect. So a few cars. And is that who we think it is? That is Blade. Right behind him is AMS. Is Tallow, who is on a hot lap. Can Tallow do a good lap here? Running out of US. Here we go. We go on board as we go towards the Wall of Champions. So right, left flick here. Try not to invalidate, and I don't think he's done. And I think he spun, and that is a crashed car. Tallow is out of session without a time, and that will disappoint him there. Oof, as we can see, the AlphaTauri going past. It's just lost it there. Completely lost it. And I'm convinced at this point Lucas is watching. So, that will suck. But here comes Blade. Here he comes. The Titan of PAR Tier 1. 1/10 up on the pole time. It all matters about this bit. Has he got a straight line speed set up? Has he got top speed? Or has he just got all downforce? I think he's got top speed. Going 200 miles an hour. Down the straight. Now, don't mess this bit up. You're nearly there. Nearly hits the Wall of Champions. But across the line. And it's a 1:09. But he's invalidated. He must have invalidated in the chicane. And he's got the pace. But if he can't get a lap, he might be in trouble here, you know. He might be in trouble. Triarch goes into first place for 1:09.9. That's a bit faster. Blade might not get pole today. Our Greenhorn joined. I don't know who that is. I've never seen him in my life. Like Gollum is up on his time. Everyone's up. There's a few still yards. Dylan. Is he on a lap? I don't think he is. He's not on a lap. Blade is going to be trying to... He knows. He knows what's happening. Oscar's down. Blake Gollins down. Tom's down. Kaidas. Froglo. What about the batsman? Is he up? He's using his EOS here. Let's see. On board. Can he nail this? This has been catching out a few people. He nails it. Wasn't the quickest, but just get through that corner. Just see the pace difference between the top and the bottom of this tier. Wasn't the best lap from him. A 1:11.0. 3 offs left the session. That's trouble. And it's a bit of a lull for on-track activity. RC Exotica, is he trying to go for a lap? He's got no EOS. Yeah, I think he's going for an in-lap. And yeah, I don't think there's really any action to bring you at the moment. Foam Globe tried. But again, he's invalidated. So, there's no action on track. Everyone waiting for that 2-minute window when we can see the cars in their full glory. And there is news of some rain later in the race, so maybe Blade's got some sort of wet setup. Who knows what is going to happen? Trios joined back again, but everyone's in their pits. Everyone except Blake Gollum, who's going to come in, and Throne Globe, who is also going to come in. Or maybe we'll do another lap. He's got his EOS charge up. We might be treated to another lap here by Throne Globe. In which case, we will go on board. I think Dylan's come out, though. So is Throne Globe going to do a lap, or is he going to come straight back in? He's got time. Might as well just change those tyres. Get a new set on. Do a fast lap. He's going to try it. Here we go. Throne Globe's going to try a lap here. Now, going through the section. Again, Tier 2 reserve. Very nice man. Can he maybe get himself in a good position? He's starting ahead of Tallow no matter what. So he'll qualify ahead of one of the Tier 1s. But everyone in this is in the pits except for him and Dylan. Everyone's staying firmly put. Throne Globe is a 10th up. Needs a bit more than that if he wants to challenge some of the bottom Tier 1s. Dylan's also coming onto his lap now. Bit off strategy for these guys. Throne Globe is going to have another attempt at this, by the way. This is all or nothing for him, really. And Dylan, one of the higher ups, has taken a risky strategy. And now, oh, he's clobbered the wall there. On board at just the right time. And that is something I want to see. I don't think he'll be improving. He might have damage. Let's see what's going on. It looks like it doesn't. Jacobs retired from the session in the pit lane. And there was another Aston Martin on the track. Oh, he's invalidated, so that will count for nothing. Dylan is 300s up by the end of this first sector. Well, he only needs 300s to qualify to Cornell. That's all he needs, but he wants that pace. He wants that bit more pace. And Blade only really has one lap. Can he nail that lap? Purple sector 2, a 10 faster though. Now, this is where things get spicy. Can he challenge Triot for pole here? Cornell's also going to be out soon. And Blade is never out of it. Mercedes going slow in sector 1. There we go. Don't mess this up now. Brilliant. I nearly clobbered the wall there. Brindley takes the line. And he's going to take second place. Just about a 10th off Triot. And now Blade is out of the pits. Here we go. He could do 2 laps if he messes this one up. We're going on board here. Is this going to be pole? There's a bit of traffic ahead. Into sector 1. Good caliber of traffic. This could compromise him. Here you go. He knows he has to do it this time. See, running close to the wall. This Williams has got to get out of the way. And does so perfectly. And he is 400 up on the leader. Green exit. Maybe a bit blocked there, but he's doing his best now. Red Bull ahead of him. Cuts the corner. This could be interesting. Now, off the racing line everyone is. And he's a 10th up. He's a whole 10th up. Now, all he has to do is just not do what he did last time, and he will get pole. I'm sure of it. Now, here we are. Here we go. Just a little chicane. Don't cut it too much. Be careful. And he's done that perfectly. And now it's just a sprint to the finish. And across the line. And he's only third. He's only third. Is he going to try again? He's not. Blade qualifies on third. Cornell might be ahead of him. Oh my god. Triart's a 10th up here. On his own time. He can secure pole for the AlphaTauri team. Maybe Blade was running wet setup. RTX Oscar can't go any faster. I don't feel like Gollum can too. Now, doesn't really matter. This lap, he wants to extend it. He wants to make sure he goes fast. And that, I don't think anyone's going to challenge that. A 109.7. Amazing lap. Dylan is a 10th up down. Blade is not going to be able to challenge. And Cornell, he gets the 10th up. He's a 10th up, but he can't get there. He can't get to Blade. Maybe like Gollum. Like Gollum does gain the 500s, 700s, but it's just not enough. Oh, Greenhorn maybe. I don't think he's got anywhere near there. Kirby starting the back as usual. Now, the race, it will start dry, but it could be wet towards the end. We will see how it goes. This could get really interesting. Don't know who our Greenhorn is, but Triart, that's a really good lap from him. 2 tenths away from the nearest competitor. Blade in third. Now, for any other driver, that would be amazing. But for Blade, I think he feels like he should get pole every week, and we'll see what pace he shows, but ultimately, we will see. Mixer. So, top 11 set a time. Talo crashed out. I don't know who our Greenhorn is. Kirby Jacob did the usual Inter thing. And here's Partic. I don't know who he is. And in terms of the race director, yeah, a few incidents. 1 grid penalty for collision with Talo. So that's probably why he crashed. And a few invalidations, as you can see. So, very hard. Very, very hard. Now, here we go. It's dry. At the moment. "20 seconds. Think we're going to stay dry for this race. Here we go, formation lap. And we're going to go through the grid. So a lot of them starting the hards. That's a Mercedes from the pit lane. Who's that? Is that Kirby? Kirby taking the lead on the formation lap. I don't think it's got a message. Now, here we go. So Kirby well ahead, but let's do our typical race. After Triart occasionally misses some of the races, but very quick driver. Starting on the hards, again, a bit conservative. Dylan just hasn't been there. He's been there all season, but he hasn't had that pace. Maybe he can win today. Who knows? Blade, the dominant driver, the one to watch out for. He's going to challenge these two ahead of him on the start. And it is going to be entertaining. Cornell also knows he has pace and will try and challenge. RCX Oscar, watch out for him. He's on the medium tyres. He might make a lunge or two at the start. And then Tom on the hards. Might try and keep position. And he spun there. So that ensues he's not happy with something. Like Gollum. Just wants to get good points for Red Bull. Will probably challenge a few cars. He's on the medium. So again, watch out for him. Bassman hasn't really shown too much pace. But he has saved a few sets of softs. So we'll see how he goes. Throne Globe. Nothing to really lose here. Just send it and hope it sticks for Throne Globe and pray for like some luck here. Maybe get a few points. Mixer, same with him. Same with Throne Globe. Not winning on the pace, but he can definitely do it. Tallow, we wanted to make up a few positions after his shocking qualifying. On the hards. RG Greenall. And Triart's been disqualified, so he will not be starting in a great position. And Greenall, we don't know too much about. And Cornell as well has been disqualified. Therefore, he will start in a bad position as well. So that gives Blade a massive advantage. Kaiser, again, not too much to lose. Jacob, just try and make a few positions. And Patrick, I don't really know much about. But anyway, here we go. We're waiting for the start. Dylan is going to look at this up. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. Pause. And it's lights out and away we go. And Dylan's got an excellent start. Is he going to get the lead on lap 1? I think he's got the lead. But he's going to... And they've been contact. He's forced it wide. And this is unbelievable. Blade's going to get through. Here now. And this is a frantic battle here. And Blade is losing out. And what an opening lap that is. Triart keeps the lead. That might be looked at. And the McLaren thought about sending it back there. Blade. Someone's fallen wide down the order. Oscar's in 4th. Cornell's in 6th at the moment. There's a yellow flag. One of the Aston Martins has crashed, and that's the baseman. He's going to have to try and get his tyres warmed up again. But Triart and Dylan. This is entertaining. It's side by side back there. You can see there, all bunching up into that chicane. Watch it, going on board with Blade now. He did not capitalise on the fat Triart. Neither did Dylan. Got disqualified. And he is going to have to... And there's a Ferrari behind him. Oscar could challenge. And there's Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo. All going single file. No moves into there. But he's got a bit deep there. That's going to give Cornell an opportunity he's looking for. Triart with the fastest lap. He's going to try and outbrake him. And it's going to be a bit wide. Bit of contact there. And he's got to be wide. Cornell's going to be wide. Tom might get through. No, he doesn't. But he's got a better one. Can like Gollum do anything to defend against Cornell? I think he can. And Tallow is right behind Tom as well. A huge pack here. Now, what can Cornell do to get ahead? Might have to wait to DOS or something. Like Gollum, he's falling behind Oscar. Oh! And he's crashed! Oh, that's going to be a massive crash there! And it's a front wing gone, and that might be a VSC. Cornell is going to have to pit. It is a VSC. And he's going to have to change his wing. Contact there. How it wasn't worse, I do not know. Multiple cars involved. He's got no front wing effect. He's going to have to change that. And that is going to break up the racing a bit. What a hectic first few laps there. Now, VSC, they're going to have to clean that debris up. You could pit now if you want. It's a very low wear track. DOS enabled. And we are back underway. And Mixer's retired. Mixer's crashed. He's into the wall. And that could be yet another safety car. Are they going to let this one green? Are they going to be able to clean up for time? Well, the Bassman's going to try and overtake. Cornell here. Trying to overtake Foam Globe. Going to try and go on the outside. And I don't think he's managed to do that. But he's got the inside line. Going to try it. Now, I think it's got it done there. Brilliant move by the Bassman. And there is some really close gap. Jacob, only a few tenths off Tom. And Greenall's retired. That's a crash. That's got to bring out the safety car. He's spun and lost it into the wall. As Cornell trying to catch up on his positions. That's surely got to be some sort of VSC or safety car. Or they're just going to let this one green. Oh! And that's another spin. That's another spin for Cornell. And that is going to ruin his tyres. We've brought in some penalties, by the way. In the ways. And this is where it gets spicy. Dylan has some DOS. Maybe he could try and get past. Who has the fastest lap? Blade now has the fastest lap. This could turn interesting. We have DRS enabled here. 5 tenths off. Dylan a little bit loosey-goosey into turn 2. Now, try not to cut this too much. Track limits can always bite you here. And it might be... Blade's closer now. Blade's closer to the back of them. But as long as that Haas is with DOS, he's not going to have open L no overtaking. It's hard to overtake round here. And Jacobs again within range of the Mercedes. Kirby in front again with these brilliant starts. We've had 2 retirements from this race so far. Now, what can they do to try and gain position? Blade. Everyone's settled down now. There's a massive battle behind him though. Massive DOS train. Like Gollum. And is in a league of his own at the moment. Can't really catch up. And Tallow, let's see, just going through that wall of champions is just sensational. Now, Dylan is the same distance. It doesn't seem like any of them are faster. Seems quite equal. However, one mistake can change things, and Triart will know that. He knows how it can change. He's a couple times up, a bit of a lock up there, but oh, little bit. Now that's going to give Blade an invitation. It seems like Dylan is struggling in those corners and maybe gaining it on the straights. Foam Globe is a 3-second time penalty. At least we are staying quite stationary, and Hydra has got past. I think Patrick, and that's, he spun there. Might have been hit there. He's going to go back on the track. Has he got any damage? That's the question. Think he can carry on. Lucky for him. So he's just losing time, but then he's just gaining it back by EOS. So it's kind of... And Jacob and Tom are side by side. Jacob's trying to make positions. And I think Tom might have to get that one up. Unless he may be able to stay with him. May be able to stay with him down here, maybe. Well, it's got to corner too much. Gets a better exit. Might have a chance here. Might be a bit passive the OS, though. I might just save it. And it is a massive queue behind. Get a loosey-goosey there. Kirby ahead. It's the same margins. I mean, nothing's changed at the moment. And we don't know if this Wayne is coming. That could change things. Maybe a lot of people went on the hards thinking that the Wayne might come. It's not getting bright. It's not too bright out there. And someone said a 2-second lap, which is slightly BS. Cornell the fastest lap on the mediums. New tyres, fresh air, we'll explain that. Now, if the Haas can keep it, this is leaving so much time in the corners. But getting it back on the straights. So even if he did manage to pass him, he wouldn't be able to pull away. He's just got to try and get those corners. Like, that might have been a warning there. Oh, he's closer than he's ever been before. If you keep room through here, then maybe he might have a shot. He's close. He's about 10th closer. See, just losing at time. Blade might be a bit frustrating now. Kind of like chicken and duck at the moment. Just conserve your tyres. If this rain is coming, you want to try and conserve it. You don't want to make 2 stops. You want to try and conserve the 2 on inters. And EOS-wise, Dylan is way better than Triart. He might have a go, maybe, after the hairpin. He gets this up. He is very close to the back of him. Here we go. And he's locked up there. But maybe that might still give him some pace. I don't think that's going to affect him. And it's a little bit loosey-goosey. Pressure's on him now. He's still really close though. As they head into the chicane. Is he going to send it? He might do. But he thinks again about it. He's going to try and get the exit here. And he's close. He's really close. He's going to go for the move. He's going to go down the outside. And Triart's just going to turn it on. But can he get the switch back? No. Or maybe. Just not enough downforce to complete the move. Brilliant by Triart defending it. Oh, there might only be a map at a time. They are now very, very close to each other. This is the closest battle on track right now. Dylan versus Triart. Now, a little bit of snap from Triart there. That could give Dylan the opportunity he needs. And I think it might. He's ahead. And he's ahead of him. Triart thinking about the switchback. Oh, he's going to get it. Oh, they're going to go side by side in the hairpin now. And here we go. Who's late on the brakes? It's Dylan. But he's forced him out there. And, it's nearly a Fugos Hamilton moment now. Now Blade's looking at this. This is a wide old scrap for the lead. And now, Triart is going to go for it. He hasn't got the straight on speed, but he has got the downforce. And he just keeps him at harm's bay, Dylan. And now Blade is looking at it. He's trying to fight. So is Oscar. We could have a 4-way battle for lead. Any one of these 4 cars can win. 8 laps on the hards. Hards can last a very long time here. And if there is rain in the forecast, Oscar's a 3-second typo there, which might hurt him. That's one thing you've got to be careful. You can't pitch too hard. You can't be violating track limits. So easy to do around here. Probably the easiest track to do it. And there's a yellow flag. And McLaren looks like... Oh no, it's Commel's retired. And that's not in the pits. That could bring out the safety car. You're going to see as we come along. Won't be gone by the time we get there. I don't think... No safety car called yet. It looks like he's retired, so that shouldn't be a safety car. He's moving the car. So we have 13 cars. We have 13 cars left in this race. Out of 16 that started. Now Triart has to stay within DRS range to have a shot at getting him. He's got the DRS. And again, he just doesn't have the straight line pace. However, he's got a downforce. Maybe he might make a move into it. A low lunge or something. Or get him off balance at least. And, all the while, Blade is just stuck there, thinking, what am I going to do here? What's the plan? How do I get ahead? If I'm Oscar or Blade, I might be thinking, you know what? I think we should do an undercut. Or if the rain doesn't come and you just stay out there, you could lose a lot of time. It does look like it's getting darker though. And the darker it gets, the more likely it's going to rain. This could be tense coming into the final few laps. We have 35 laps of this race though. And it's a bit cloudy. Not too much, just a bit. Now, Triart, Pro Glow is another 3 seconds. He's hit the wall! And that's going to allow Blade to get through, but I don't think that will. Triart, and that's going to lose Triart a bunch of time. And now, heading into the chicane. It's track limits you've got to be careful of. I don't know, has he got any damage? To go into a side shot, we see those 4 cars in that train. It doesn't look like an end plate's falling off, so he's okay for now. But he's still a bit behind, even with the DRS. Maybe come down the wings a bit for the next pit stop. We haven't paid much attention to the back of the field. That's because there hasn't been really anything notable. Tallow there, going on the grass. Kirby might try and fight it. There's a few battles going there, but none quite like the one for the lead at the moment. Triart, he's just got DRS, but he hasn't got enough straight line pace. You know, he can keep cars behind, he can't overtake. That's the problem with having a setup which is high in straight line speed, is that, which is low in straight line speed, I mean, is that, you know, you can't overtake via DRS. You have to do it under braking, and yeah, I have to take risks. And yeah, Blade looks like it's got a neutral setup. He hasn't looked faster in the straights or the corners. Oscar's going to try and hang on to this battle. I hope the other 3 get penalties so they really muck it up. Little bit of a squirm from the Haas in front. And they're still really, really close. Oh, Jacob is also really close to the back of someone. As we go on board. I don't think it's close enough. No one's close enough to overtake at the moment. Now. Okay, he's losing time. And EOS, you know, Dylan is much better. If he just manages this, it's going to be a lot of pressure, but he could still win this. If he can get Connect this corner, he might have a chance. Don't think he has, though. He's had a lot of understeer there. Blade might be smelling weakness here. Being relatively passive at the moment. And it is definitely getting darker out here. And this adds an entire new dimension to the race. It is getting dark out here. If it starts raining, oh boy, this could turn upside down. And, you know, it's cooler, so you're going to get quicker times now. However, as soon as that moisture starts appearing, you see it here, it's going to be difficult. It is definitely getting cloudy now. Dylan's pulling away. Purple Sector 2. I mean, he looked like the one with less downforce, but he's finding his rhythm now. It's usually his OS, that's why. And he's pulled a second away. They've still got DRS, though. If you can pull out DRS, that might give him an opportunity. Just a little bit of a barrier that he needs to keep himself out of trouble. Now, he's using his ERS. Now, Dylan, vital lap. He needs to stay out of that ERS. He needs to get out of the ERS. And it's starting to get really dark here. And Triart hits the wall. See a few drivers brushing the walls today. You don't want to be doing that too often. You might get away the first time. And it's starting to rain, lads! The rain is starting to fall onto the racetrack. And this is where decisions can prove vital. Having the right strategy at the right time can prove immense. And any safety cars right now, it could prove decisive. It could completely... DRS is disabled, lads. It is waiting. They might come in, you know. And he's in. Dylan's in. They're all in. Triart's a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And who's not in? Everyone up to 5th is in. Tallow is in. Kirby is in. Everyone's in. Tom is in. Anyone going to take a risk? It is wrecked. Within a lap, it has changed the picture of this race. Triart is now in danger. And everyone's in. And Talo and AOS Park just overtook someone in the pit lane. No one taking any risk whatsoever. And why would they? Within half a lap, it is now wet as hell. And now it's a question. Who's better in the wet? Triart has a 5-second time penalty. Blade had a bad pit stop. Triart's well on the back of him, but unless he gets that 5 seconds removed, and he's all over the place, Dylan might have this in the bag. Triart needs to be careful not to hit him off or anything. These are challenging the conditions now. And this is what I mean. A race can change the instant. I mean, everyone pitted that lap, but we could have easily seen. And the rain's getting a lot heavier as well. And we could soon start to see a few different strategies. And Dylan's going really slow. If he's going this slow in the wet, he might be... I mean, he could pull his 5 seconds. He's got to try it, hasn't he? He's LOS. Something's happened to Dylan. He's going really slow. And that's going to allow Blade to get right on the edge. Dylan, what is happening? He's losing power or something. He's got no EOS. Or is he really struggling with conditions? It looks treacherous out there. Prime Inters would call this. And there's a Sector 1. There's a crash, we believe, in Sector 1. Tom is off. Must have had a spin. And we're still on board with Dylan. It is red out there. I've never seen that before. Everyone in on the same lap. And Sector 1. Tom's out. Go board. Something's happened to Tom. And that is a safety car. What has happened to Tom? He's right in the middle of the track. That's a hazard. And the safety car is brought out. Now, does Triart hit here now to get rid of that 5 seconds? That could be a possibility. He's going to do it. He's done the smart decision there. Just get rid of his penalty. Get one lap fresher tyres, because otherwise that penalty is going to annoy you. And now Blade, right behind Dylan. This is the battle we wanted always. Oscar in third by with a 3-second time penalty. And it could be wet soon. The rain's going to continue to fall. And yeah. Now, here we go. This could be interesting. Safety car in wet conditions. Obviously, right strategy under the wet. It was similar conditions to those. Remember last week. I went on the full wet tyres and I won the race. I don't think it's going to rain that hard. Yeah, I don't think this is the right safety car to pit under. And we're going to be under the safety car for a few laps. The batsman must have had some sort of incident or pitted or something. Must have lost his front wing. Now, where is Triart? He is 8th position. He is behind Jacob, Kirby, Halo, Golem, Oscar, Blade and Dylan. He has got to fight back if he wants to do this. He can still get a podium. This could be quite a race we're about to see now. And we've got a few. 12 left in the running. Is it going to get heavier? What is the weather radar saying? What is Mark telling these guys? That will inform their decision. Kaiser's in a pit for a new set of inters. And heavy rain for a while, apparently. And if that's the case, then who knows what could happen? You know, we could see all sorts of strategies. We could see a few people, depending on when the rain gets too much, staying on the inters. And then the wet guys, people paying for wet catching them. Remember, the pit lane in Canada is one of the shortest on the calendar. And that maybe if you're down there, a couple of laps time, if there's another safety car going out and still getting heavier, it might be worth a gamble on those wet tyres. As it is the shortest pit lane on the calendar. And we're going to go next lap. We're going to have quite a few laps left. As we go aboard our Kaiser, and we're going to do our race overview. Dylan took the lead during the dry period and hasn't looked back. Was under pressure, but then built a commanding lead. And for some reason, seems to be out of pace in these wet conditions. Compared to Triart, who is an 8th due to stopping for 5 seconds penalty. Trying to get rid of that. Blade, dominant driver, made his way up to 2nd. Going to be challenging Dylan on this restart. Going to be very interesting to see. Oscar, not really positioned he expected to be in today. Happy to probably challenge leaders, but probably be looking more behind him. Like Gollum, again, you know, good race for him. He's probably going to be looking at Oscar though, and probably going to try and get the move done. Talo's had an amazing recovery, and he knows all about these conditions, and hopefully he can maybe make up a few positions on the start. Kirby, amazing driver, always starts from the back and always gets into this position. Maybe a few classic overtakes, although that was a little bit of an incident there. Jacob, again, he's probably going to challenge a bit. He's been quite aggressive so far. Triart's going to be very aggressive. Who knows what he's going to do? He's going to try and overtake these as fast as they can. Patrick has a penalty. Kaiser's just been a bit slow throughout. Batsman, again, has just been slow. And Froglobe has been tier 2. As we get to the restart. Here we go then. As to all the cars going around here, 13 of them left. Who knows how many are going to be left after this restart? We always look, we know the saying, safety cars, bring out safety cars. Now, he's going to try and get as great start as he can to try and stall. And he's gone. And I think he's got a good start. And he's got a bit of wheel spin. He hasn't gone, actually. I thought he went. He's going to stop them very late. And he's gone now. And here we go. Into the restart. Who's going to make a move? A few moves being made. Down there. The top 3 keeping their positions, though. Loads of congestion up pack. Bassman is a 3-second time penalty. And Talo, something's happened to Talo there. Gone down a position. And Adams, Mercedes going slow. Something must have happened. Triart into 6th. And this was a chaotic restart. Down the back of the grid. Now on board with Talo. Both these guys will be fast. Triart has a job to do. He's fast in the wet. Blade. And RCX Oscar's off. And he must have slid off. And Light Golem's going to smell that. Light Golem's going to try and challenge Oscar maybe. The 2 Red Bulls. And Triart right behind them. As well as Talo. Kirby. We have a star-studded field now. Dylan doing an amazing job to try and keep Blade away. And he's cut the chicane. And that's a 3-second time penalty, understandably. For RCX Oscar. 6 seconds from now. Just cannot get the grip. And now the battle for third between these two Red Bulls. And I've got a feeling this is not going to be a pleasant battle between teammates. They're not going to fight nicely. How much can RCX Oscar fight fully now? Tallo's going to might try something. Jacob knows he's going to go a bit faster, as otherwise Tallo's going to catch him. And you go, he's using his DRS now. Might try the inside here. No DRS in these conditions. It is really raining now. And we could get to wet by the end of this. And Blade's right in that window now. He's catching up. And like Gollum's right on Oscar. Is he going to try something? Look at all those cars nearby. No DRS. Naval though. And he's going to try. He's going to try for the move. I'm going to force the right side. Oscar goes. And that's still nearly fed into all the champions there. Like Gollum. And is he going to try here now? This is a massive battle. For third position. Tallow trying to get the wide line. This is not going to be a nice fight for third. And like Gollum getting a bit loosey-goosey there. What can they do about it? RCX Oscar holding all these guys up. This is not... Let's go like this. We have got 4 cars in. Wanting his position. And while we say that, Blade is right on the back of Dylan. Those two got away from the field. 3 seconds. And is Oscar going to try here? Is Blade going to try? Tallo's got a 3-second time penalty. And he's not... They're so much closer now. Both on similar EOS levels. Now, who knows what's going to happen down here? Who's got the higher straight line speed? I think they both got similar. Now, just get good exit out of this corner now, Blade, and he might be able to get a 1 on him into turn 1. And I think Dylan got the better exit there. And there's a yellow flag. Baseman in the wall without his front wing. Spinning around on track. And there's a... Triart! He's not got a front wing. He's crashed. He might have crashed into the wall of champions. And that is a safety car. I know. Quiet. Go. Yeah, fine. Right, I'm not allowed to shout anymore. And now, it's really raining. Anyway, I've got to dampen my enthusiasm now, so I'm going to talk in a very monotone voice. And the batsman's onto the... Hang on. This is breaking the rules, surely, for the batsman. Onto the softs. This has got to be a violation of some sort of rule now during a race. Not allowed to do that. Not in these conditions. And you can see there what's going to happen. He's going to lose all grip. And I think we all knew what was about to happen there. Now... I mean, I don't know what he's doing, the batsman. I really don't. And there's a few pinners. Could this be the gamble we're talking about? No, it's onto Inters. So they still think it's inter conditions at the moment. Triart. They're all onto Inters, and no one's taking. It looks heavy out there. I mean, surely if you're down there in 11th or 10th, it's worth a shot. It's clearing up. Oh. And apparently it's going to clear up in 10 minutes. So we're going to stay on these tyres till the end of the race. The Bassman, I mean, it's clearly too wet. So I have to dampen my enthusiasm. He's going to go straight in pit lane back for Inters, and he's going to get lapped in the process. Is he though? Let's see, will the Bassman get lapped? This is the most... Here we go, this could be close. Back onto the Inters. Thing is going to make it out ahead of the safety car. And... Yep. Just there, that was close. I don't know what he's thinking. And we're about to start the safety car restart, and Blade has the lead. How did he get that? Can't remember. Don't know what's the spell or something. And now we go under green. and Dylan is going to try and overtake. And it's been a little bit of an incident behind. Bit of a battle there. See, Dylan's going to try and move, and yeah. And he's looking for an overtake. Now, Dylan is a second behind, and like Gollum, it's 4/10 behind, with 7 laps to go. And there's a yellow flag, and it's Triart who's spun again. And Tallow is 3rd tenth. There's a safety car.